What is going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a marvelous start to your Friday. If you're just waking up and catching this, or if it is indeed Thursday for you, well, then happy Thursday. So, guys, we are going to be kicking off a new episode of the podcast today, where we're going to be talking about the most efficient and smartest way to train as a busy parent. So if you're coming into this one live, guys, you know what to do. We get down there in the comments and we say, yeah, I'm here. If you watch this on replay, what you need to do is the exact same thing, but you hashtag replay in the comments to let us know you're ready to rock and roll. Now, if you are in the men's group and you decide to come into this one live, you're going to see a post from Terry Holden celebrating the Friday flex. And so when you see that post, you got to make sure that you goddamn post your Friday flex into that message. We're going to be setting this one going in just under 2 minutes. So we are ready to rock and roll. If you're coming in to watch this one live, I'm really happy to be having you here. What you can do is drop a comment in below, like Jules has. Hey, Jules, how you going, babe? I hope you've had a beautiful start to your morning, and we're going to be kicking this off in 1 minute and 30 seconds. We got Tezza in the house. We got Levi in the house. Levi, I've got to say, man, I'm super impressed about your show up, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Repping like the wolf that you are, my brother. At this point, I hope you've had a great week, guys. One of the things that I think a lot of people do is they get to this point of the week and they think to themselves, I've had a shitty week, so I'm just going to start again Monday. This is your opportunity to double down, guys. We've still got 3 full days of the week left, so let's get amongst it. Kicking this off in less than 1 minute, guys. I hope you're smiling and beautiful. Hey, baby Jackie, how are you, mate? I hope you're good. Lovely to chat a little bit to you yesterday, babe. I hope things are going well your end. So we're kicking this off in 30 seconds, team. So if you want to be part of it, get down in the comments. Let us know you're here. If you've got any questions that you want to ask over the duration of the podcast, please pop them in there and I will certainly answer the questions to the best of my ability. All right, so I'm going to bring in our Instagram audience and then we're going to kick this in the nuts. So if you watch this on replay, team, get down, hashtag into the comments. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you got the value. And we're going to kickstart this off. So let's go. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to the Better Body Academy podcast. This is the podcast that you come to when you are sick of the dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. Yeah, happy Friday to all of you Aussies, to the rest of the world. I hope you're having a beautiful end to your week. Happy Thursday to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are watching. Guys, what we're going to do is come in here and we're going to talk about the best way to train as a busy parent, okay? We're going to talk about the best way to train as a busy parent. Now, if you are new to any of our stuff in Better Body Academy, you're going to understand that if you're not doing some type of resistance training, you are effectively doing the wrong thing if you want a long-term solution to managing your weight. So many people think that cardio is the answer. It is not. I'm going to say this till I'm black and blue in the face. Cardio is not the answer to losing and maintaining weight. Yes, you will burn more calories doing cardio now. But if you had to choose the type of training that you want to be doing to look your best, feel your best, and get the weight off and keep it off long term, you have to be lifting some type of weight. That weight can be resistance bands, dumbbells, body weight. It can be any type. Or you can get into a good old-fashioned gym if you prefer, like I do. If you're just doing more and more cardio, what's going to happen is that your body is going to adapt. So you're going to need, if you want to continue to reduce your weight, you're going to need to keep reducing your calories to continue to overcome the adaptations that your body is making. But those adaptations work in the reverse as well. When you do resistance training, you build a little bit of muscle, you strengthen your metabolism, which basically means that you're able to not only eat more, but you get stronger, you become more functional. And guess what? It helps you to burn more fat. So, what I want to do with that out of the way is talk to you, team, about the best way to train as a busy parent. Because I think for a lot of us, we think to ourselves, oh man, I can't get to the gym 5 days a week. What should I do? So, if that's you, totally feel you. And I just want to tell you straight up, you do not need to be training 5 days a week. I used to believe that the more you trained, the better it was. I don't believe that anymore. I think for the average person, if you can get in 2 to 4 workouts, strength workouts per week, and you pair that with walking, whew, you are going to look superb in probably 12 to 24 months. The problem is there's this addiction to just getting on the treadmill and running and burning more calories, thinking that that's the way you got to do it. And then you can't keep it up and then you fall off. Now, what I'm going to talk about here is the best way to train, which is full body training sessions. So what does that actually mean? Well, whether you're going to train in a gym or you're going to train at home with dumbbells or resistance bands or however you want to set up your workouts, you're going to have to decide upon a program. And by the way, if you're making your own program and you're not a personal trainer, you're probably doing the wrong thing, the wrong exercises, the wrong reps and sets. That out of the way, full body training is what you should be doing. So what is full body training first up? Full body training means that on all sessions, you train your full body. That means on all sessions, you train your torso, your chest, your arms, your legs, right? It sounds very obvious, but forever and a day, most people have trained with what we call body part splits, or we often call them bro splits. Hey, bro, what are you training today? I'm training legs, dude. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm training chest. I don't know why I did that in a Kiwi accent, but anyway. Body part splits are great when you are, number one, 20 years old. Number two, when you've got an endless amount of time to train. Number three, when you don't mind being sore as fuck and walking around like an idiot for the entirety of the week. But by the time you get to our age, and I'm guessing you're somewhere between in the 30 to 70 year age range, if you're listening to this podcast, you should be moving to body part splits. Full body splits instead of body part splits. So let me talk about the reasons why that is the case. And I'm going to use this podcast every time I build you guys in our program a full body workout. I'm going to refer to this podcast so that you know why we construct workouts like this. Number one, full body workouts are the best way to maximize your time efficiency. What does that mean? Well, think about it. If you can train the whole body and you've only got 2 or 3 days to do it because you're a busy parent, isn't it better that you get to train your whole body 2 or 3 times a week versus skipping parts because you're a busy parent and you're running out of time? Yes, you can train your whole body at home with resistance bands, dumbbells, or you can do it at a gym. So the first reason is that it's time efficiency versus trying to do one body part at a time. How many body parts have we got? Well, in a body part split, we tend to break it up with like chest and triceps one day, back and biceps another day, legs another day, shoulders and calves another day. So it's kind of gonna work out that actually to do it properly, you're only going to be able to train each body part once in a week. Number two, it burns more calories than training single body parts. I want you to think about why. If you're constantly using your whole body You're getting your whole body, and that means doing more full body compound movements, so multi-joint movements, things like squats and deadlifts and bench press and overhead press. These burn more calories, both after the session, because there is something called, I don't want to give you the technical term because it gets confusing, but essentially your calorie burn stays elevated after the session. But more importantly, if you're turning the whole engine on at once, this burns more calories, which therefore actually helps you to burn more fat. That's number 2. Number 3, full body workouts, guys, they promote consistency. What does that actually mean? Well, I want you to think about what happens to us typically as busy parents, right? We might have a scheduled session on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Awesome. But then kiddo gets sick on Wednesday, so we can't go to the gym. Or staff member calls in sick on Friday and we can't go to the gym. Now, if you're doing a body part split, meaning chest day, back day, glutes day, or however you want to divide it, what's going to happen is you're going to miss that body part, right? Now, if you've only got one occasion that you've planned in the week to train that body part, and then something goes wrong in your life because you're a busy parent or a business owner or something like that, and you miss that body part, then you've missed that body part until the same time next week. My experience is that people always seem to miss leg day. So if legs are your weakness, as an example, and you constantly miss leg day because things are coming up in your life, you're constantly missing leg day. So what's happening is you're getting more and more out of balance. You're doing the things that you're doing, like you all of a sudden are able to do chest day or glute day if you're a man or a woman typically. But if you keep skipping the body part that's the weakest and it's planned later in the week, you're constantly missing that body part. So you're becoming imbalanced. Does this make sense? Now, it also helps you to simplify the planning of your week. Let's say that you had a long walk planned for the weekend, right? You were going out with your friends, or maybe you had a Tough Mudder planned for the weekend. Maybe you had a wedding planned for the weekend, and you don't want to be limping around the wedding because you're so sore. Well, think about it. If you're doing full body sessions, you don't have to say, oh my God, I can't do legs on Friday because I got the wedding and I want to be able to walk, right? So it simplifies the planning. You're distributing the recovery over the course of a week instead of slamming yourself with all of these exercises for one body part on one day. That's another benefit of full body training, is that it optimizes recovery. I want you to think about it. If you've typically trained chest day, leg day, back day, particularly when you start, what ends up happening is after leg day, who here is sore for like 3 or 4 days? Why is that happening? That's happening because you're doing squats, then maybe a hamstring curl, maybe a RDL deadlift, maybe you're doing then leg extensions and maybe leg curls, and you might do some lunges, and then you might go and do calves. No wonder you're fucking sore. You're sore because those body parts have been beaten to a pulp, which might sound good, but if the number one reason that people don't show up for workouts is because they're too sore, then you're actually doing yourself a disservice. Does this make sense, guys, if you're listening on? So instead, if you spread the volume over maybe 2 to 4 full body sessions, you're still getting the stimulus, but without all of the pain that comes with it in the recovery. Let's keep going. Full body workouts are the most functional workouts. Yes, sure, it's important to train your biceps. Agreed. You want to have an overall balanced physique. But if you spend all of your time doing these kind of like isolation exercises, like bicep curls and tricep curls, tricep push downs at the cost of doing things like deadlifts and squats. And by the way, if you're just joining this and you're a lady that you're listening and you're thinking, oh, I'm not doing fucking deadlifts, that's okay. Can you do body weight squats? Great. Body weight squats are a compound exercise. This is a good thing. You want to be doing body weight squats. Why? Because it's a functional movement that you're going to do in life. How many times a day would you squat down and then get back up? You get down on a seat and you get back up on a seat. You become more functional in that movement pattern by repeating that movement pattern in your daily life. So when we're training full body, it's way more functional because it mimics actual life, carrying the kids, groceries, tackling household tasks. This is why, as a busy parent, training full body is the best. I'm going to give you perhaps 2 more reasons. Number 1, full body workouts are perfect for any experience level. So for beginners, training full body is going to be the best because they're not going to get as sore. If you don't know your way around a gym that well, or you're currently carrying a lot of weight, great. Full body workouts are your go, because it's not going to be something that's going to beat you down, make you sore. It's going to be simple, functional. But for advanced lifters, like some of us here, I train exclusively full body. Why do I train exclusively full body? Well, a lot of the reasons I've talked about here, but one of them is that I've got a very fucking busy lifestyle. And I know that I'm going to have to adapt to things that are changing in my life. So I want to be adaptable, but I also want to make sure that I get the work done. So training full body has been a switch that I made maybe 3 to 5 years ago now, probably 4 to 5 years ago now. I don't get as sore and I'm getting the best results that I've ever got. I will say that a lot of the proponents of body part split training are people that, they're taking steroids. So there's no other way to put it. It's much easier to recover from a massive beatdown when you're on the gear, right? Because you will recover quicker. Now, I want to get a little bit techie on you guys. What's the final kind of reason that training full body is a really good idea? So when we're training resistance training, what's actually we're doing here is we're contracting our muscles, which causes or sends a stimulus to grow muscle, right? To adapt to the resistance that you're putting on the muscle. The muscle's saying, okay, you're challenging me, so I better adapt to this challenge by growing. Right. So that little stimulus, that signal, it lasts on average about 24 to 48 hours. So that means if you did chest on Monday or glutes on Monday, by Wednesday, the stimulus has gone. It's disappeared. So the body isn't being challenged to build more glutes or chest because the stimulus has died off. Remember, when you contract the muscle, you're sending the signal to build muscle. So if you're training chest day and you're giving it this massive stimulus, well, by Wednesday, Thursday, the stimulus has disappeared. But if you were to train Monday, a little bit of chest, Tuesday, a little bit of chest, Friday, a little bit of chest, you're constantly restimulating that what we call protein synthesis signal or response. So many benefits. You're not going to be as in pain. It's going to be fine if you have to skip a workout because you've already trained one full body session and you got another full body session coming. So you're not going to be as sore. You're not going to miss workouts. Your body is going to be in balance because of the fact that you're training all of the body. Your weak parts aren't going to become weaker and your strong parts are going to become stronger. The metabolic benefits are huge. The fat burning benefits are huge. And from a muscle building perspective, you're constantly stimulating the muscle, which leads to growth. So, if you could give me two options, train body part or train full body, I'm now, with this evidence, going to train full body sessions for the rest of my life. The one caveat that I want to add to this is that if you have a lagging body part, let's say that you're really wanting to grow your arms, or you're really wanting to grow your chest, or you're really wanting to grow your back, what I would recommend is doing the full body workout and then adding a little bit of extra volume each session to that lagging body part. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you've got undeveloped chest, flat chest, or you've got a bit of a pancake ass and you want to do something about that, I would do the full body session for the reasons I've talked about here. Then I would add an extra exercise or two for that body part. So for example, if I've got in my full body session, I've got a dumbbell chest press or a hip thrust, what I might do is add a fly machine to the chest press and maybe an incline machine, so a couple of extra exercises. And what that will do is give me the full body benefits plus the extra little bit of stimulus for that lagging body part. Guys, I'm not going to complicate it any more than that because I think this has hopefully captured the reasons in a short enough podcast episode as to why inside Better Body Academy, we always put together full body training splits rather than body part splits. So if you've got any questions, I'll stick around at the end of this podcast. You can ask the questions, but for now, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, wherever a podcast is found, you'll see us. Just Google search, or rather search the Better Body Academy podcast, and you can listen to some 360 previous episodes. But apart from that, guys, I'm wishing you a beautiful start to the end of the week, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Okay, team, that's a wrap. So, questions. Would anyone like to ask anything? I'm just kind of looking across the board at a few things, a few people that are coming in live. Hey, Rob, how are you, mate? Hey, Dorian, I hope you're good. Dino, what's going on, guys? I hope you're good. All over on Facebook. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Rach. I hope you're well. Hello, Jack. Jules, still around. Maxi Boy, what's going on? Ori on fitness. Cam, what's going on, guys? So if you've got any questions, happy to answer them around full body versus body part splits. Why? So Dozer says, I do feel shame to go to the gym because of my weight. Yep, that's pretty natural. You'll get past it. I would say that if you are super worried and nervous about it, well, we just get comfortable training at home first before we make the switch to a gym, and that's completely reasonable. Completely reasonable. Okay, any questions, guys, at all? It seems not. So hopefully that was a nice short episode to get your weekend off to a good start. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.